Somewhere this morning, a business owner your size had Claude read 47 emails, chase every lead from last week, write a newsletter, schedule a month of content, and finish the Monday report before breakfast. Total cost under $2. And you're still doing all 5 of those by hand. In the next 10 minutes, I'll show you those 5 exact automations running live on my screen. Real workflows, real outputs, and the real cost of each one. By the end, you'll know exactly which one to build first. And stay for number 5. It replaces the most expensive hours of your week, and almost nobody builds it. Before we start, I've been building these systems quietly for years now. First for my own business, then for others, while everyone else was busy arguing about AI online. And this year I decided that's over. Everything I've built, I'm handing to business owners like you. Because watching you do this work manually when a $2 a day system does it better honestly hurts. So let's start with the one that eats your mornings. Number 1, email parsing. I'm starting here because this one steals 2 hours from you every single day, and you've stopped even noticing. Be honest about your inbox. An hour in the morning, an hour after lunch, and half of it is sorting, not deciding. Which ones are leads? Which ones are invoices? Which ones can wait until Thursday? Here's the automation. Before I hit run, look at this node, because you'll see it in every single demo today. Every automation runs on Claude through one API key from MixRoute. One key instead of 5 provider accounts with 5 invoices and 5 dashboards. It's an OpenAI compatible endpoint with Claude and 200 other models behind it. And the reason it's only one key I use is simple: 0 markup. You pay the exact model price. Same cost as going directly to Anthropic, except this one key covers every model you'll ever want to test. 0 is the floor. Nobody can charge less than what the model costs. So I stopped shopping around. Base URL, key, done. Now watch. Every email that lands goes to Claude. It classifies it: lead, client, invoice, support, noise. It pulls the facts: who they are, what they want, any deadline hiding in paragraph 3. And anything that needs an answer gets a reply drafted in your tone, sitting in your drafts folder. So you open the inbox and the sorting is done. The drafts are written. You read, tweak line, hit send. You didn't process 47 different emails. You approved 47 decisions. And that's a different job. Now the cost for a full day of emailing? Cents. Literal cents, because you're paying raw model price. That one saves you time. The next one actually makes you money. This is the automation that pays you for this entire video. Value 2, lead follow-up. Here's the brutal truth about leads. Speed is the sale. A lead that hears back in only 2 minutes feels like they're your only customer. A lead that waits until tomorrow isn't a lead anymore. It's a name in a spreadsheet, and they've already booked your competitor. You know this, you still can't answer in 2 minutes because you're busy running the business. Someone fills out your contact form, the webhook fires, Claude gets their exact answers, and it writes a follow-up that quotes their own words back to them. Their industry, their problem, their timeline, not thanks for reaching out. A real reply that proves that someone actually read it. It lands in their inbox in under a minute. Then the same workflow bumps them on day 2 and day 5 if they go quiet. Each message different, each one referring to the last. Look at the timestamp. 47 seconds. Every lead, every time, at 2 p.m. or 2 a.m. for about a cent per lead. If this closes 1 extra deal a month, it prints money. Most businesses lose deals right here and they never even know it. Save hours, faster deals, good. But this next one fixes something that you've already started and quiet at least once. Value number 3, the newsletter. Every business owner starts one, and most are dead by issue 4. Not because newsletters don't work, but because each issue takes 3 hours. And 3 hours is the first thing that gets cut in a busy week. But consistency is the entire game with a newsletter. So take the 3 hours out. All week, you dump raw material into one doc. A link you liked, a client question, a voice memo you rambled on the drive home. Friday morning, the workflow runs. Claude gets the doc plus the style file, a short document describing exactly how you write. Your phrases, your rhythm, your opinions. It produces the full issue, subject lines, intro, sections, sign-off loaded to draft your email tool. 10 minutes of editing instead of 3 hours of writing. And it sounds like you because the style file is you. Raw notes in, finished issue out. Every single Friday, whether you're busy or not. Your list stops hearing from you when things calm down and starts hearing from you every single week. That consistency is what they end up paying for. Content scheduling. The advice is post every day on every platform. Sure, but that's a part-time job. Unless one idea becomes a week of content on its own. You keep a running list of ideas, one sentence each. That's your only job in this system. The workflow grabs the next idea and Claude rewrites it natively for each platform. A tight X post, a LinkedIn post with a completely different structure because LinkedIn is a different room, a short form video script that you can shoot on your phone in one take. Everything drops into your scheduler, queued for the next week, not copy and paste across platforms, rewritten for each one. That's the difference between content that gets skipped and content that gets followed. One idea in, 7 pieces of content out. Your pipeline stays full while you run the actual business. And a full week of generation costs less than a cup of coffee you drink while it runs. And now the one I told you to stay for. Number 5 places the most expensive hours in your week, and it's the one that almost nobody builds. Report writing. Think about your most expensive hours. It's not email, it's the Monday ritual. Pulling numbers from Stripe, from analytics, from the ad account, pasting them into a doc and trying to explain what happened. Or worse, paying someone else to do that for you. Every Monday at 7 a.m., this workflow pulls your numbers automatically. Revenue, traffic, ad spend, and whatever matters in your business. Claude gets all of it and writes the actual report, not a data dump. What moved, why it probably moved, and what to watch for this week in plain English. It's waiting before you sit down. If you have clients, it's in their inbox too. Their numbers, your letterhead, every single week, without you touching it. Read one of these. It reads like an analyst wrote it because functionally one did. This replaces the hours you'll be billed at your highest rate, or the ones that you're paying someone else for right now. Cost, same as the email, cents on the dollar. So let's add it all up because the total is the part that nobody believes. Your email handled, every lead answered in under a minute, a newsletter that ships every week, a content pipeline that fills itself, reports written before you wake up. Total model cost, under $2 a day. That's the before breakfast business owner from the start. Nothing about them is special. They build these once. And every single one ran through the same MixRoute key. One key covers Claude and 200 other models. So when a better model drops the next month, you change one line and not 5 workflows. Automatic failover, so when a provider has a bad day, your automations don't. No subscription, no minimum, and they even take USDT. Same price as going direct, plus sometimes they have promos which allow you to get even more value for your money. Setting this up any other way is extra work you're volunteering for. I told you at the start, I've been building these quietly for years, and now I'm handing them over to you. That's exactly what my AI community, the AI Academy, is. Inside, you get the exact workflows from this video. The prompts, the templates, the step-by-step builds. When something breaks at 11 p.m., you ask and me or someone who has already built it answers. It's business owners building these same systems and posting what's actually working. And that's worth more than any course. A link is in the description to join the AI community. And make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel because next week I'm covering more Claude MCP plugins and it builds directly on top of this one. Pick one automation, build it this week, and next Monday, be the business owner whose work was done before breakfast.